Okay guys, here we are. We're going to learn a lot about some Unit 2 stuff today. So yay, we're in Unit 2. What I need you to do is pull out your book. You're going to go to this page, okay, right here. It's page 33 and 34. That's what we're going to work on today. We're going to do microwave basics and a little bit of knife safety. So let's dive right in. So how many of you guys love your microwave? I absolutely love my microwave. I love it for a couple of reasons. I can defrost some meat in there. I can reheat my pizza from the night before because y'all know how much I love my pizza. And it's just a really handy tool to have whenever you're cooking. I steam veggies in it. It's a great tool. So this is how I feel about my microwave. I love my microwave. I will continue to use my microwave. Yes, I could live without my microwave, but we are in a modern age and I don't have to. However, there are some really important things that you need to know about microwaves. Microwaves, not the microwave oven, but microwaves are attracted to fat, sugar, and water molecules. Now, this is really important to note because this is how you will know how the microwave oven will cook its food. So, microwave ovens have something called a magnetron on them, and they emit microwaves. They hit a fan, the fan stirs them all around, puts them down towards that food. Now, once those microwaves are out and about, they're going to start looking for some molecules. Those molecules that they're going to find are sugar, fat, and water. They are going to find those molecules. When they do, they're going to cause those molecules to vibrate. That vibration is going to create some friction. That's going to produce the heat that cooks the food. It's as simple as that. Now, containers to use in the microwave. You want to use glass containers, plastic containers. Not all plastics are created equal, okay? You need to look on the bottom of your plastic container. It will have a microwave safe symbol, or it will actually say if it's microwave safe. Typically, if it's microwave safe, it's also dishwasher safe. So just double check that. And lastly, paper. What you never want to put in the microwave is metal. That can start a fire or cause an explosion. So you never, ever, ever want to put metal in the microwave. You just don't. What container will cook more evenly? Do we want a deep circle or a shallow circle? We're going to go with the shallow. The reason why: it has more surface area for the microwaves to touch. When those microwaves are bouncing around in that microwave, looking for your sugar, fat, and water molecules, the more surface area there is, the better. Okay, so that just makes sense in my brain. You're going to want more microwaves touching more molecules, creating more friction, creates a more even cook and a quicker cook. Do we want to do a circle or a square? We're going to go with that circle. So we want a shallow circle. Now, why do you ask that? Because there's no corners. The microwaves will enter that food from as many sides as possible, and they won't get stuck in those corners. So say the microwave's down in here, and it bounces into this corner, bounces back into this corner, bounces back, bounces, bounce, 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 bounce. You're going to have those microwaves getting stuck in that corner, not really cooking anything evenly, and not very quickly either. So you've got a microwave cook time and a standing time. The cook time is the time the food needs to cook with your microwave energy. That is the actual time that you're going to punch into your microwave, okay? Standing time is the time food continues to cook after the microwave is stopped. Okay, so think about a Hot Pocket. You've got this Hot Pocket, you've put it in the microwave, it's gotten nice and hot. Well, when you pull it out, it's still really hot on the inside because it's continuing to cook. That inside of that Hot Pocket is going to be really, really hot, and it's going to burn you because it's still cooking. It's got some standing time, so you've got to let it cool off. Cookies do this after the oven too. So what's going to increase our microwave and our microwave standing and cook time? The amount of food that you put in. One hot pocket put into the microwave is going to take like a minute? I don't know. And a second Hot Pocket with the first Hot Pocket is probably going to take like 2 minutes because you've got more food you've got to heat up, more food that you've got to cook. How do we get an even cook in a microwave? We're going to stir and rotate, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to actually have to pull your food out and stir it around. that's what's going to make sure that all of the food is going to get hot and evenly hot. You just don't want to pull out, I don't know, some steamed veggies from the microwave and have part of it be cold and part of it be warm. You want to have an even cook. So you've got to stir it around. That rotation that's going to take place, that's going to be the glass plate at the bottom of that microwave rotating your food around. Another good idea that you should always do when you are microwaving is to cover it. You can cover it with a microwave lid like this, or you can cover it with 4 other things. What you just want to know is to always microwave, because you want to avoid this. You want to avoid the splattering that could occur if you don't. So 4 things that you can cover your food with would be paper. You can do it with a paper towel or a paper plate. You can do it with plastic. Plastic wrap is a great option. You can also do it with a lid. You can use another plate, stack it on top. You can use a microwave special lid that you can buy at the store. And the last one is wax paper. All 4 of these items are great options. Just make sure that they're made out of the materials that are safe for microwaves, aka no metal. One thing that I really want you guys to know is that microwaves never will brown your food or give them a crisp crust. The reason why? They don't have a dry heat source. If you want this textural element to your food, you're going to need to involve a dry heat source, meaning your stovetop with your fire, like your gas or electric fire, or your oven. That is just not possible to get when you create food out of the microwave. If you are microwaving food, you can still get burned and burned real bad. So you need to always make sure that you're using safety precautions. You want to use a pot holder or an oven mitt when moving your food out of the microwave and onto your countertop. And you want to make sure that if you are steaming anything, direct it away from your body, just like you would with a hot pot of boiling water and a lid. And always use caution when you're making eggs or potatoes in the microwave. Yes, you can cook an egg in the microwave, but it just can't be in its shell. And when you're making a potato in the microwave, make sure that if it's a whole potato, you poke it. Why, you ask? Because there's going to be steam that builds up in an egg or a potato, and these items will explode and make a giant mess all over your microwave. All right, that's it for microwaves. We only have to do a bit of knife safety, and I don't have slides for this, so just pay attention. What should we always use when we chop our food? You always want to use a cutting board. That's going to protect your countertop and your knife. Super important. What should you do if your cutting board is moving? You can stabilize it with a wet towel underneath. Just take a wet paper towel or a wet kitchen towel, lay it underneath your cutting board, and that's going to stabilize it. It's a great idea. Why should you never ever put knives in the sink? Simply because someone could reach in and accidentally cut themselves. It's that easy. If you put a knife in there, you could forget about it, go in to wash your dishes, and get cut. Why are dull knives more dangerous? We've talked about this before in class. When you're using a dull knife rather than a sharp knife, you are going to have to push harder to get through the same amount of food as you would with a sharp knife. So because of that, you're putting more force down on that dull knife. You're increasing your likelihood of slipping and cutting yourself. So it's really important that you always use a sharp knife. Sharpen your knives, people. So important. All right, that's pages 33 and 34. You should have all of your notes complete, and I will see you tomorrow.